Hey guys, greetings to all you red and black fans. This is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're just joining us, follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe down below, turn on notifications by clicking the bell, and leave a cool like on the video. We're here once again thanks to the sponsorship of Haroldo Musica's Caravan. You can secure your spot at Flamengo's games in the Brasileirão, Libertadores, Copa do Brasil, and Champions League. With the company that won't let you down, won't leave you out, that's right. And another thing, remember that you can also lose weight in a healthy way. With more hair, the My Slim program also takes care of hair health. Now there's ExoMice and there's the coupon MICE10. I'm always leaving it here in the pinned comment in the description. Take advantage and get in touch right now. Man, the podcast I took part in was really cool. Mundo GV, music. Man, unfortunately, man, YouTube, all the channels I know about sports, soccer, everything, right? It's true, YouTube isn't pushing our content much anymore, but we're finding a solution. Soon you'll know the solution we're working on. Man, because Insta is still booming, right? Breaking view records, and YouTube, unfortunately, doesn't put it in front of people. It's a shame, okay? But we're always bringing everything to you here with the greatest love for our work, man. Covering Mengao, bringing everything to you, man. This video, I'm here going to dinner with my family, but I had to make this video because it's a historic moment, right? Leila Ruel wakes up, right? Leila Pereira, Palmeiras, they withdrew from Libra. It's almost unbelievable. Flamengo fans are commenting about Palmeiras fans. The Palmeiras supporters, man, they're embarrassed. Flamengo won the standoff. That's the reality, okay? Palmeiras announced their departure from Libra. Look at Palmeiras' statement. Palmeiras announces that it has formalized the decision to withdraw from Libra due to disagreements related to the current role of the group. Since the initial negotiations in 2022, the club has participated in discussions aimed at building a unified league, convinced that such an initiative would represent progress for national football. It's undeniable that the group achieved accomplishments, among them the TV rights deal. Throughout this process, however, there were selfish attitudes. Look at that, once again, talking about Flamengo and BAP. Talked about it again. She's upset, hurt, sad, annoyed, defeated, just like in the Libertadores final and the Brazilian Championship last year. Desperate, right? Yeah. Calling Flamengo and BAP selfish, if not predatory, that's crazy, predatory. Let me tell you something. Why don't you think about that? About selfishness? About that too. Man, the company you represent there and all makes loans and everything. So are you nice to people or do you charge interest? I thought you were nice. You are nice, right? You don't think about profit, right? Right? The company, it's not selfish. Also because interest is charged, right? Because you're thinking about making a profit, I'm impressed. That's funny. And Palmeiras, why did Palmeiras accept higher prize money than the other clubs in the Paulista Championship? Amounts that were absurdly higher. Palmeiras receiving Palmeiras, Corinthians, the big teams, the big ones, right? The so-called big ones that have all been relegated before, right? Why do you accept it, huh? Getting more than the small teams is funny, right, man? But it really got to you, didn't you? When didn't they? Predatory actions made it impossible to have the cohesion needed for a shared model of management and governance. In this way, Libra ended up moving away from its original purposes. That's good because the original purpose was proposed by you, right? Palmeiras, and Leila. Consolidating itself as a heterogeneous group, dedicated to dealing with individual interests. Leaving Libra does not imply that Palmeiras is joining any other representative association or society. The club chooses at this moment to follow the next steps of the possible formation of a league under the CBF's institutional umbrella. Palmeiras isn't joining any league, including the FFU. At this moment, that's what she says, right? The president, Palmeiras, is not joining the FFU or any other league. They leave Libra and don't even have anything else. They're not in any others, didn't create any others, nothing like that, okay? We remain open to dialogue and willing to contribute to measures that can effectively promote the structural evolution that national football needs. And then the fans reacted immediately. My little Flamengo fan, what a shame. Aunt Leila is going to freak out. Aunt Leila, are you calmer? Are you calmer now, huh? Aunt Leila? Did you hear Christy Flaubazer? Did you hear a Oh Glory vibe from Mengo? Who hasn't realized yet that everything Aunt Leila did, trying to create a buzz, was for her to take over Vasco. She just took another step to take over that little hill club. These actions make Vasco fans like her for challenging Flamengo. People fall for it if they want, only Palmeiras fans don't notice. That's Dinha, wonderful, I like it. That's how it is. Everyone laughing out loud, yeah? Ooh. Helio de Miranda, when Palmeiras picks a side, I'm on the other one. KHZ. Look at what Danilo did to the Palmeiras fans. Are you going to play alone, Leila? Man, Alex Moraes, Danilo moving up really shook Carminha. William Patolino official. Flamengo is Palmeiras' guiding light. Without Flamengo, Palmeiras doesn't exist. Yeah, that's what Flamengo is, man. Guys, bye. Do you need anything else? Bye. Whoa, now she's going to play the Interstellar Championship or Palmeiras' under-20 team against Varmera. Gustavo Correa is also sending a message here. So what is this Libra for, guys? Well, it's good for Flamengo to get Leila really mad. At least it was useful for that. Look, just make a championship for yourself, Palmeiras, and play alone, and people are making fun. Hell. Yeah, Carminha. Man, really funny. Lots of posts here from the Terraflanismo crowd about Danilo's goal. Yeah, man, Flamengo's fans said what they said, Gabir. He said, hell.
Hell. Ah, no. Oh, no. Oh, bye. Bye. Hell.
I know it still hurts because of Danilo. Man. Where's my runner-up? Yeah, but Flamengo has to improve a lot this year, guys. Otherwise, Flamengo is the one. Yeah, that's it. Knock on wood. But, man, Flamengo really needs to improve, okay? A lot. Honestly, the team, I think Leonardo Jardim has what it takes to improve Flamengo a lot, but right now, they're the ones ahead, right? Right now, they're the ones ahead. But she's desperate. She really is. And guys, we also have some information here, some important information to share with you. I'm going to react to this with you. Take a look. I'm going to react. To Opina Porco, my friend Opina Porco, who has an honest opinion about Palmeiras and Flamengo. Check out the video he posted here. He posted a video talking about the Flamengo effect. Clubs abandon Leila and Palmeiras. And Palmeiras leaves Libra. Wow, look at that. Let's follow along here. Let me turn this up here.
We saw Palmeiras, through its president Leila Pereira, take the lead in Libra in this negotiation for rights, and even handle all the negotiations regarding broadcasting rights with Grupo Globo. The president of Palmeiras even coordinated moves between the broadcaster and the clubs, convincing the clubs to agree to a broadcasting rights model. However, since last year, we've all seen the clash of ideas between Leila and BAP, the president of Flamengo, regarding this division. And in recent months, we've seen Flamengo put pressure on Libra to get a
Leila going up against Flamengo, and she lost the arm wrestling match.
That current split, and that Flamengo could have a higher percentage. With that, BAP managed to convince the Libra clubs in meetings, and a new restructuring model was created, where even payments would be made to Flamengo.
And then she got furious. 150 million more.
Previous model, which until then,
the terrible one from Palmeiras,
didn't see a problem with this model.
The audience that even Flamengo channels
managed to get this behind-the-scenes win, right?
So guys, look at what he's saying, which is very important. She started a war against Flamengo in Libra. the pro-Palmeiras journalists, right? The São Paulo Press, who said there was a paper, a contract signed by Landim. They never showed any of that. Libra had to backtrack, and in order not to lose money or contracts, they realized that by going along with Leila, they were getting the worst of it. Libra, the Libra clubs, backtracked and made a deal with Flamengo with BAP, and she can't accept that. And that's exactly what he's talking about. Let's keep listening to Opina here.
What he orchestrated there, behind the scenes at Libra. The president of Palmeiras says she's very dissatisfied, right? Not satisfied, dissatisfied. She goes public through an interview on Palmeiras TV and floats the possibility of leaving. But it would require a legal analysis from the legal department for that to happen. And that happened this afternoon. So shall we?
Yeah, man. Leila left. Palmeiras left Libra.
Palmeiras officially announces its exit from Libra in a statement. Let's review it.
We've already mentioned the statement here.
When it didn't, it either preyed on or actually enacted Libra itself. But what was negotiated and what is included in these contracts remains the same. Of course, in the future, this will have to be reviewed. The club sold for the next, I think it was 5 years, right?
They sold?
Right? The rights? So, okay, it's sold, that's right. Then later on, you'll need to renegotiate the sale, either with other groups or individually. So the impact of Palmeiras leaving Libra right now, financially speaking, for Palmeiras or for other clubs, it won't make any difference at all. What could happen is that a few years from now, this might have some impact. Whether it will be positive, whether it will be negative for Libra, whether it will be negative for Palmeiras, that I don't know. Only time will tell.
But Palmeiras formalizes
its departure from Libra and is no longer part of this block. This block that, look.
What is their expectation after leaving Libra? First, to stand up to Flamengo. Second, to show that they are dissatisfied that everyone sided with BAP. Third, that they can negotiate Palmeiras' broadcast revenue share on their own and try to get close to or even surpass Flamengo in the deal that Flamengo made with Libra, where they got an extra 150 million. So all of this is her frustration that Flamengo is going to earn 150 million more, and she can't accept that. And she's going to try to get that 150 million by negotiating on her own.
Recently, it became an economic bloc. We've discussed this before, right? It was a bloc for restructuring Brazilian soccer, and now it has become an economic bloc for selling broadcasting rights. This didn't just happen now, okay? This has been happening since last year. Do you think Leila from Palmeiras is acting correctly? Man, I don't know what kind of pros and cons this will bring for us. You know, I think this decision by the president of Palmeiras has much more to do with how can I put this for you guys due to the recent moves and Flamengo's progress within Libra.
And pride.
Maybe today the president of Palmeiras sees Libra as much more influential.
And she doesn't want to accept that.
Because of Flamengo.
And she didn't want that.
What
happened
was the following. The clubs, they concordaram com a nova divisão de receitas.
They say Flamengo is the club most affected. To wrap up, thanks to Opina, and anyone who wants can sign up there too. The thing is, besides all that, with her being uncomfortable and everything, she sees a possibility of trying to negotiate on her own. If it doesn't work out, she'll just go to FFU. That's the only reason she's not considering others, not for personal reflection. Her plan is to try to negotiate on her own, so by negotiating alone, she can try to get close to what Flamengo is earning. She doesn't want to keep earning what she's getting in Libra. She wants to try for more. That's it. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and like the video. Greetings, black players. This is Flamengo. Thanks.